Hi everyone. It is still early in the morning. I just finished my little Ayurvedic morning routine and I thought that I would hop on the mat with you guys and wake up the body with a nice yin-yang practice. So this means that we're gonna do a little bit of a flow and we're also gonna incorporate some nice deeper yin poses. Take whatever pillows you have available at home and let's start the practice. Let's begin our practice by coming directly onto our hands and knees. And taking your knees a little bit wider apart, all the way to the outer edges of the mat as you sit yourself down into a wide-legged child's pose. As you settle in here into your wide-legged child's position, begin to deepen your breath. Maybe for the first time today, you become a little more conscious, a little more aware of your breathing. And really guide the breath all the way down to the lower parts of your lungs, allowing that to gently expand like a balloon on the inhale. And for now, just keep a very soft contraction at the belly on the exhale. Establish an even length of the breath. You might work up to a length of 4 seconds or 5 seconds. Invite a soft contraction at the back of the throat. Great. Now from your wide-legged child's pose, let's begin with our hands walking over to the right side of the mat. As you walk your hands to the side, you can just reach the crown of the head towards the same direction. And invite a little more space now into the left side of your body. So feel the rib cage expanding and the left side of your body nicely opening. Invite some energy into this part of your body together with the breath. And now walk over towards the left side and do the same thing here. Just consciously breathe into the left side of your body. Observe and notice the opening taking place there. Create a gentle reach through the fingers as well as the crown of your head. Good, and then come back to center. See if you, for a moment now, can just claw those fingertips down to the ground. Drop a little bit more into the chest and into the belly, and invite an opening along the inner track of the arms. You want to feel this all the way into the armpit. You can relax into the neck slightly. And take a few deep breaths here along the inner arms, nourishing the heart channel in our body. One more deep breath in here. Good, and now with your exhalation, relax the crown of the head down. Float the arms back and for a moment, use one of your hands to catch the opposite wrist and just relax those wrists deeply onto the low back. Make sure that you can now drop into the shoulders, drop into the arms. Take another deep breath here, all the way down to the base of your spine. Then let go of the arms, extend them forward, and rise slowly all the way up onto your hands and knees, taking your knees a little bit closer together now. With your in-breath, let's begin to curve the spine. Option to tuck your toes in here for a slightly stronger effect. With the out-breath, let the tops of the feet come down, rounding the spine. Good. Inhale. Let's awaken our whole spine. And with our exhalation, rounding the back. Good. Inhale. Continue like that. Move with the beautiful flow of your own breathing. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhale out. Good. And now with your in-breath, just come to a neutral position. Tuck your toes in and let's press ourselves up here, coming into a downward facing dog. And you might feel a little bit stiff here in the morning, so just take your time, gently pedaling out those feet, walking from side to side. Try to mindfully still push into your hands, spread those fingers nice and wide, and feel that rising upwards through your spine. Remind yourself to bend the legs here if needed. And now from your downward facing dog, shift forward into a plank position. From plank pose, let's lower the knees and then lower the upper body. Slowly release to the ground. Now reach back through those toes, and with your inhale, softly lifting up, baby cobra. With your exhale, lower the chest back down. Let's repeat that. Inhale, nice and fluid motion. With your exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Again, just a little baby cobra. Exhale and lower. Let's bring our hands just below the forehead here. Fully relax into the upper thighs, relax into the buttocks. Just allow everything to drop into the ground. Take a couple of conscious breaths down to the belly, so you feel your belly here rising and falling. Your spine lengthening a little bit more with each inhale. And now take your hands wider apart, fingertips to the outside of the mat, clawing them down. Lift the elbows, then reach back through the toes once more. Inhale, let's try to lift the rib cage from the ground. With our exhalation, slowly release and lower yourself down. Inhale, so again, press into those fingertips, lift the rib cage, maybe also the navel. And with the out breath, just gently release and lower. Good. Inhale, rising up. Nice opening here for the belly, for the chest. And with the out breath, release and lower. Good. Now take your hands back underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes in, and press yourself up. Downward facing dog. Again, just paddle out your feet here once more if you'd like. Still waking up your body. Feel the presence of that steady and mindful breath. Keeping yourself fully conscious, fully present in this experience. One more deep breath in. And with your exhalation, let's lower the knees down to the ground. We're gonna sit back towards the heels. Option here is to take a blanket and now sit on the edge of that blanket. Once you have arrived here, take the left foot along the inner track of the leg. Option is to place your knee on top of the pillow if that feels too intense for your hips. You're gonna frame your leg with your fingertips, and if you can fold here from the hips, move a little more to the front side. Flex your foot, then with your in-breath, come high up on the fingertips now, create a little bit of space. With the out-breath, release and fold deeper. Inhale, again, gently lengthening all the way to the crown of your head. And with the out-breath, once more release, apply a little more pressure. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And with the exhalation, now let go. And we're gonna settle into this pose now, transitioning into a yin posture. So as you arrive here, relax a little bit into the toes. You might just hold like this with your hands resting into the ground or your forearms resting into the ground. Option is to reach for a prop, reach for a pillow, and place your forearms on that prop, or maybe lower your forehead. Now try to find a level of deeper softening here, deeper relaxation. So I want you to really try to completely surrender your muscular body. We're not trying to pull ourselves deeper into the pose. We are simply softening, dropping our body forward to create this beautiful pressure and opening along the whole back of the right leg. And you can also experience a pull and opening on the back body, a little more on the left side where the kidneys reside. Allow yourself to continue to release, continue to surrender. We will take a final breath here on the side. And then slowly press into your hands and walk yourself all the way back to come to an upright position. Now, as we arrive here, remove any prop that you might have used to the side. Bring your left knee in and root that foot down to the ground. Then let's flex the foot once more, reach forward through the right arm, wrap it around your leg and place the left hand behind you. Option is to hold the knee if this wrapping feels too much. And now twisting along your whole spine all the way out to the neck. And continue those mindful deep breaths into the belly. Massaging your vital organs through the breath. Let's take one final breath in here. And with our out breath, gently look forward, release that left leg, extend it forward, and then we're going to move over to the other side. So we start here, the inner foot towards the inner thigh. You're going to walk those hands forward, framing your leg now, and with an in-breath, again, let's lift and create a little more space, a little more length. With the out breath, we're going to release and fold forward, applying more pressure. Inhale, so we're just warming up the body here. Press high onto those fingertips. And with the out breath, slowly release and fold. Good. Inhale, lift, lengthen through your spine. And with this exhalation, we will now fully surrender into the pose. So folding from your hips, start initially with flexing the foot just to check the alignment of your knee. You can reach for a pillow if you'd like. And then begin to soften out. So try to relax a little bit into those toes. Relax into all the muscles in your body. And simply allow yourself to settle in to this forward fold. Allow yourself to surrender and let go. Feeling that we are simply allowing ourselves to be here in the now. And there's nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, just enjoy this moment, enjoy the beautiful rhythm of your breath. Soft, ujjayi breathing, long and deep breath. And taking your final breath here. And then gently press into your hands. Bring yourself all the way up to an upright position. Lift and lengthen through the crown. Clear some space here. Bring the right knee in and step that foot down to the ground. Once more, flex your foot to stabilize your hips. And let's come into our twist. Lift and lengthen through the crown of the head and find the rotation. Explore the sensation here along your spine and explore the sensation, the squeeze and the compression happening at the belly. And then breathe right into those spaces. Breathe along your spine. Breathe down to the belly. And then take one more inhale. And with your exhalation, you can slowly come out of the twist, look forward, take your arms to the side. And then from here, just cross over your ankles or take your knees to the side and come all the way through onto your hands and knees. You can prepare here with a blanket onto the right side of your mat. Let's sit all the way back towards our heels for a moment with your knees hip-width apart if possible. From here, we're going to reach actively through the arms, look to the front, inhale. With your exhalation, lift yourself up, rounding your spine through cat pose. And then with your inhale, you're going to shift your hips a little bit to the front. You might need to break the movement here if the spine is sensitive, or continue to drop the hips and lift the heart. With the out breath, slowly press yourself back here. Come all the way into your child's pose. Let's repeat that. So we reach forward, look to the front, inhale. With the out breath, again, we round the spine, transitioning through cat pose. Make sure that your hands are underneath the shoulders wherever you arrive here. Inhale. Nice big opening for the chest, for the spine. Exhale and come all the way back into your child's pose. Good, and then one last time, reaching actively forward, inhale. With your exhalation, really round the spine, puffing your upper back up. With your inhale, shift forward. And now with your exhale, can you bend the arms and allow the belly and the chest to come all the way down. Now once we arrive here, let's bring our hands underneath the forehead and just sway those hips a little bit from right to left. Good, arrive here to the ground. And then I'm going to give you two options. So we're going to continue to work with the kidneys in our Sphinx pose. So we're going to bring those elbows now underneath the shoulders, the arms here at a 90-degree bend. We're gently pressing into the elbows, lifting slightly through the heart, and we're going to feel a squeeze, a compression happening at the low back in this pose. So if this feels strong, you can always move the elbows a little more forward, and maybe this is enough for you. If you want to add a little inner leg opening here, you're going to open up your blanket and place your inner knee on top of that blanket, creating a frog leg. So you're going to have this at a 90-degree angle, inner foot turned down, and then dropping into the hip. And then once more, settling into the forearms. So if you are also experiencing a strong sensation here, you can lower down the leg slightly so that it becomes a little bit softer. You're going to feel a stronger sensation now onto the right side, into the right kidney. So we want to feel a compression there, but as always in our yin poses, we don't want this to be overwhelming. We want to avoid being at a maximum level. So instead, try to find a point where you're using about 70 to 80% of your capacity. And now wherever you are, let's try to settle in and release into this pose. Breathing nice and deep, all the way to the low back area, especially into the right side, into the right kidney. Feel like you're breathing in and out of this part of your body. Rejuvenating this area, this important filtration system for our inner waters. And this place in our body where we emotionally might hold on to excess fear or anxiousness. Good, let's hold here for our last 3 breaths. And to come out of the pose, we are simply gonna straighten out that leg and then lower down by separating the arms here, taking the forehead all the way down, and then sway once more your hips here gently from side to side. Might also feel good to do a couple of reversed windshield wipers, so bending the legs and swaying your feet from right to left. Good, and now from here we will take that blanket, move it all the way across to the other side. And we will do the same thing here. So we rise up in Sphinx pose. We turn to the side so that we can place our leg in a kind of frog position, and then we drop into the left hip. We try to relax here into the belly, into the chest. And now we experience an increased pressure into the left side, into the left kidney. And now let's try to settle in here once more. Again, dropping and fully surrendering into the hips. Welcoming this pressure, this squeeze into the kidney region that helps to refresh, rejuvenate this organ. Now on the left side. We can remove any stagnant energy, stagnant emotions, creating a sense of release. Remember, if the leg option is too much for you, you will repeat Sphinx pose, and you can also move your elbows a little more forward. Let's take our final deep breaths here. Now let's gently come out of the pose, just extending that left leg forward. Take your arms to the side. Lower the head down to the ground. And this time, after lowering down, we will directly just place our hands under the shoulders and press back into a child's pose. So in child's position, you can choose knees wider or hip width apart, whatever feels good. Just arrive here and fully stretch out your back. Breathe along your spine. Breathe in between each vertebra. Feel that you're inviting some space. Notice the effect so far in our practice. This nice fluidity and movement that we've invited for our spine. And then let's gently rise up here, come to seated. And bring yourself all the way down to the ground. 5 here. Let's just give ourselves a nice little sway going from right to left. And then lift your head up towards your knees. Come into a little ball shape and continue to massage your spine. Massage the muscles along your spine. Good, and now let's lower down the back of the head. Lower down the feet. And then before we fully surrender into our Shavasana, let's do a quick little hip opener here, crossing the right ankle below the left knee. And let's wrap our hands around the left thigh. Option is to hold around the left knee. If any of these options feel too much, you can always keep the left foot down to the ground. Good. Let's take our last few deep breaths here into the right side. And then let's slowly release, letting go of the left leg, and we're directly going to switch over to the other side. So same thing here, choose your variation, either holding around the thigh or holding below the knee. And just relax your feet here once more. Relax the muscles. The only thing that's really active is the grip, your hands wrapping around the leg. Continue to drop into the back of the body. Feel that there's the sense of connection and surrendering down to the ground. Good, and now slowly release that leg. We're going to lower the feet to the ground. Let's take the feet wider apart and close our practice with a couple of final windshield wipers. So go from side to side with your knees. And after these windshield wipers, we will now extend the legs forward, making it nice and comfortable for ourselves. If you have a blanket, maybe you place it over the low belly or over your whole body. Moving those hips and shoulders slightly. Let's just surrender now and fully let go through every part of our body, so that the autonomic nervous system can really take in the effects on a deeper plane, on a deeper level. And slowly awaken your hands and feet. Maybe make some circular movements here. Give yourself a nice little stretch. And then let's turn over to the side of our mat. And then rise yourself all the way up to a seated position. And then once you are up and seated, take your left hand over the heart, the right hand over the belly. Feel these energy centers of your body. Breathe into these centers. Invite a soft smile into your face. Just let the corners of the mouth gently lift. And begin to inhale a sense of positivity, gratitude, and joyfulness. Feel that you are inviting these elevated emotions into your body through the breath. Feeling gratitude for taking this time today to honor our being. And feeling joy and gratitude to this day. Allow that positivity to deeply settle into your body. Taking a final breath. And then join your hands to bow down and close your practice. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me this morning, for waking up with me. I wish you a lovely rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to like this video.